Recently, I got an email I wish I never received, and it was bad. A family moved to Hamilton and didn't do their research, and they ended up living in one of the worst areas to live in Hamilton, Ontario. So they contacted me to help get them out of this mess, but unfortunately, relocating again can cost you a ton of money. I see this mistake happen all the time, more than you guys would think, and that's why I made this video about the 5 worst areas to live in Hamilton, Ontario, to make sure that you guys do not make the same mistake that they did. Starting with the first area, West Hamilton. Now, a lot of you guys might think, why is that a bad area to live? And the truth is, it depends if you are a student or not. And that's exactly my reasoning. West Hamilton is the home to McMaster University. So surrounding that whole area is a ton and ton of student rentals, which means there is a lot of parties. It's louder, it's busier, there's a younger generation over there. However, if you are a student, you might actually want to live there because you're very close to McMaster University, a very popular school for your studies. But if you're a family or an elderly couple or somebody that likes a quieter environment to go home to after work, West Hamilton's not for you. Now, the good thing is, it's not that it's not a safe area. It is a very safe area. It's just home to many students. A lot of investors are buying properties in that area, renting them out as student rentals. So it's extremely busy. It is a bit of a party hub on the weekends. So you might get a little bit frustrated if you move in there with the kids. Now, however, if you are living in Hamilton, Ontario, you will want to stop by there because of the very famous Hess Village, where you have tons of restaurants, bakeries, gorgeous village. It's an awesome place to stop by and just hang out. But living there, students, absolutely. Families, couples, elderly couples, not so much. Which also leads me to area number 2, Hess Village. Now, over the years, it has gotten a bit better because law enforcement is starting to patrol it. However, Hess Village is one of the main party spots in Hamilton, Ontario. People come from all around Ontario on Friday, Saturday nights, and even sometimes during the weekdays to party. Unfortunately, there's a lot of young people over there starting fights, partying, a little bit of drinking, or I should say a lot of drinking. However, it is a good place to go during the daytime if you want to stop by one of the bars or eat at one of the restaurants. But I do not recommend living in that area because there's a lot of noise, a lot of mayhem, sirens, you will see some fights, and the younger generation getting into some trouble. Area number 3, in my opinion, the worst area, Barton Street. Now, this one is a safety problem. For your kids, family living in that area, I do not recommend living off of Barton Street. There's a lot of dilapidated houses, businesses that are shut down, vacant properties. The area is messy, not a very safe environment to be around. Living off of Barton Street and the surrounding area is not where I recommend you live. And if you ask a lot of the locals, they will not be surprised that this one's on my list. Area number 4, the industrial sector. Another area that you will not be surprised is on the list, and the locals will also tell you that as well. It's very unfortunate because it's actually close to the water, so you would think you'd have beautiful views of Lake Ontario. However, you have views of the industrial buildings, smoky buildings, pollution buildings, dilapidated buildings, vacant ones that are falling apart. It is a mess. And the truth is, if you're living down there, you are gonna be smelling the pollution, the smoke, the industrial areas. You're gonna be hearing a lot of noise from the workers all the time. It's a little bit of a foggy area. I don't recommend living down there. However, the truth is, it is very cheap to buy a house down there for those reasons. But here's the positive. How long will it be like that? Not for long. We just saw one of the biggest real estate deals done in Hamilton, Ontario. 320 hectares of the industrial sector just got purchased for $518 million. And what they're doing is they are going to rip it all down, clean it up. They're gonna turn it into commercial buildings, more condo buildings, developments, and improve the area. So in the next 3 to 4 years, this problem will get cleaned up a lot, which is amazing for Hamilton because a lot of locals have been complaining about the industrial sector for a little while now. So it's great to hear this news, and I cannot wait to see this development get started. Now, the fifth and final area in Hamilton, Ontario that a lot of people are saying that you do not want to live in is the north end of Hamilton. And some of you guys might actually be shocked that it's on this list because personally, I don't think it's that bad. It's right down on the water close to the pier where some of the developments are happening. Now, the reason why I had to put it on this list, and I do understand why the locals and clients are saying I should put it on the list, is because it is close to that industrial sector. It's not far away. It is down by the water, which is nice, but just about 5 minutes down the road, it does start to get a little bit worse. And as a local real estate agent here in Hamilton, Ontario, I help tons and tons of people each year buy a house here and relocate to Hamilton, Ontario. So do not let this video scare you. Just do your research because there's so many good areas to live in here in Hamilton. And if you have any questions, just shoot me an email, send me a text, or give me a call. I'll put my information down below in the description, and I'll be happy to help you guys relocate to Hamilton, Ontario.